Good morning and welcome to Peace Out and Happy New Year. Here we are, 2024, my calendar or my little thingy right there says, right? We've made it, right? You guys are probably still asleep. I know I'm a little bit late, but we will all get over it and get through a day, right? So I was surprised this morning to wake up and realize that there was no magic button. Everything in my life did not reset except just the calendar on my watch and my phones and my computers, right? So there was no magic button today. It didn't erase yesterday. It didn't erase the last however many years you've been alive, 63 for me. It'll be 64 this year, right? We'll all get another year, right? Another year older. But there wasn't anything that reset. God did not change from yesterday to today. The only thing that changed literally was the calendar, just like it does every single day. And so here's what I wanted. I was thinking, I love New Year's in this sense because it feels like it's a reset. And it is, right? We use it for one. We can leverage it to just decide we're going to do new habits. We leverage it kind of to say it's a reset. So now and this year I'm going to do this, or we set goals, and that's really good. I have a friend, Randy Thurman. He has this big old board, and he has all the books he's going to read this year, and he has his financial goals and his physical goals, and these goals and those goals, his business goals. All his goals are all on this big old board he always does. And I admire that so much, but I can't even figure out how I would do that, right? But it's really cool, and so we kind of use it as a reset. It's a nice spot because we feel like everything's new. We feel like we get to start over with some things. But the problem with that is we woke up this morning and nothing changed from last night till today, right? We still have the exact same problems today that we had yesterday, right? We're in the exact same house as we were yesterday, unless you moved last night late or early this morning, right? We still have the same car. We still have the same bills this month. We still have the same relationships. Nothing really changes except our mindset. And that's what's so important when we're trusting God is our mindset. See, that's something God can't fix for you. Now, we can read the Word, and the Word gives us all kinds of uh, insights and guidance and wisdom on how to rule our thoughts and bring them captive to Christ and bring them obedient to the Word itself. And, there's a lot of Psalms about meditating on the Word, and especially in Psalm 119, that whole chapter. It's the longest chapter of the Bible, but it's got a lot of insights on just meditating on God and the benefits of that. And so we can change that. That's one of the things we can do is this with this new mindset is we can decide we're going to do things differently. Now we can do that any day, but there's something special about New Year's for us, right? Because now it's a new year and it's a new day and it's a new time and it's a fresh start, but there still wasn't a magic button. So everything didn't start over, but our mindset can. And so I wanted to say this. There's no magic button for all the other stuff. I got the magic button here, kind of, right, in the sense that I can make that choice. But what I thought of this morning was that nothing about God changed either. There was no magic. There wasn't anything with God at midnight that he went, oh, okay, reset everything. See, he did that at the cross. That's already been taken care of. He already reset everything. The rest of our lives are to be spent trying to figure out what he reset and how we can walk in it. How do we walk in the fresh mercies every morning? How do we walk in that peace that he gave us, the peace that he made at the cross, the way he made for us to get back to him before he even said, let there be light, right? And many of us started reading. I started this morning too, reading the Bible through again for this year, and I'm probably going to read it through a couple of times at least because I can't just do a chapter or two a day. I get excited and I go, oh my goodness, this is so good. And then sometimes on the boring ones, I go, okay, I can take it slower here, or I read it faster to get through it, right? Some of the begats and all of that gets slow, but well, maybe we started and we read creation, and I was like, it was just magnificent. God just said, let there be light. And there was. That's our God. And that same God lives in us. That same God fixed what was broken before it was broken so that he could have a relationship with us, so that we would have a way to get back to him. He planned the cross. He planned for us to have a way to get back to him. He planned for our redemption before we ever needed it. He planned this day. He planned January 1st, 2024, and he planned on walking it with you. He knew where you were going to be in time. Excuse me, live. He knew where you were going to be in time, and he planned for you to be right here, right now, seeking him, looking for his peace so you could let it rain in his heart, looking for the mercies that are new every morning. Lamentations 3:23. His mercies, his compassions, his mercies don't fail. They're new every morning for us. For us. Okay? It's not for his benefit. It was for our benefit. Right? His mercies are new every morning, and they were new this morning too. But the thing was, they were new yesterday morning on the last day of the year. And when we get to December 31, no matter what changed in our world, no matter what changed in our lives, no matter what changed in our relationships, no matter what changed on any level, his mercies will still be new December 31st, 2024, and they'll still be new January 1st, 2025. No matter what changes in our world, God is the one consistent thing in our lives. And we can keep coming back to him. And even if there's not a magic button to reset our lives, God is that source of mercy. Consistently, constantly, he's got mercy for whatever situation we're going to deal with today or any day. He's got peace for whatever we deal with any day and today, every day. All right? He is with us. And we got up this morning and he's still with us. He still gave us his peace. He still put his love. He still loves us. He still wants to walk through time with us. He still is passionately pursuing his people because he wants a relationship with us. Does that not just blow you? So just think about how many things have changed since God said, let there be light. Now that's just in the natural. God did not change. Okay, God did not change at all. Right? But God said, let there be light. There wasn't even people on earth. There wasn't even earth yet. And he made the earth and he made the plants. Same plants. Made seeds that make the plants that are here today, right? He made people, he made animals, he made fish, he made birds. He made this ecosystem that could sustain itself. And some of those things are still the same. The ecosystem still sustains itself just like God designed it. The sun and moon are still governing the day and the night just like God designed it. But the world has become populated. The houses look a whole lot different than they did in Genesis. Thank God we have air conditioning. We have vehicles. They didn't even have vehicles. I was reading Jubal. He was the inventor, it said, of the flute and the flute and the harp. The flute. There we go. The flute and the harp. He made the first instruments. Everybody made the first everything in Genesis, right? And yet, look how many instruments we have today. I mean, I have 2 guitars and a piano and a little bit of some drum stuff, percussion stuff for Chris, and there was nothing. And just think of all the things that have changed over all time, all the New Years that have been, and that have come, around in all these years since we've been counting, right? I don't think anybody ever got a real accurate count, but we got close, right? But all these years, all the things that have changed. And then the one thing that's been a constant in all of those changing years and all these changing things, and who knows how the world's going to change in the next year or two with AI technology and smart devices and all kinds of stuff. We couldn't have imagined this in the 60s or 70s, right? And we can't imagine what is going to be like in another 10 or 20 or 30 years. But everything is so different than Genesis. However, God is still in our now. God is still choosing to be in our day. Even with all the changes, he didn't say, I'm going to throw y'all away at about 2000 because y'all just going to lose it, right? And then there's going to be this pandemic, this crazy stuff in 2020. I'm just going to check out. All right, I'll come back and check on y'all later. No, he's still the constant in our lives. His mercy has never waned. His peace never gets unplugged, never expires. He still wants a relationship with us. God is still in our now. And even though there wasn't a magic button to reset everything in our lives today, we can still trust that God is in our today. He's in our new year just like he was in our old year, right? And he's going to walk through time with us. He's going to be a constant flow of peace in our lives. And we still have to figure out how to let it rain. I hope I said something that made sense today. Happy New Year. Welcome to this side of 2024, to the brand new world of 2024. It's a good day to peace out. Peace out. Have a great day. God is still walking in your now. I'll see you again tomorrow.